People are freaking out over the new Claude Mythos leaks and its cybersecurity capabilities. But the truth is more simpler and practical. Hackers are now saying that they can find much simpler and faster methods than Claude Mythos for finding bugs and critical security issues in their systems. And hackers are now realizing that Claude Mythos isn't a sentinel super hacker, and we can easily use these concepts to build our own local solutions, which are much cheaper and quicker. Today I'm going to use one such local AI application that is recently launched basis the Claude Mythos leaks, which is called Strix. It is a library to build open source AI hackers that can find and fix our vulnerabilities in the applications and softwares that we build. And you also do not need expensive hardwares or massive cloud budgets to do this. I'm going to use free open source model called Llama 3.2 and its instruct version, which is just 1 billion parameter big, so it can run on a daily use computer easily. By the end of this video, you will have a working Python script which proves how these agents work, saving you hours of manual API testing. Let's build this. Everyone is searching for what is the future of AI after Claude Mythos leaked its architectural capabilities on finding critical bugs and issues in our cybersecurity layer. Anthropic also released some major proofs like Claude Mythos could identify 27-year-old bug in OpenBSD system, and also it can exploit the free BSD-NFS server for root access. This showed how Claude Mythos interacted with systems and how it can help us to write better and secure systems with tight cybersecurity layer. So we are going to take this core idea of Claude Mythos and build our own autonomous AI agent, which will have a target file which can start an API server. Then we are going to give it a brain, which would be our local Llama model, and then ask it to attack the API server. This is the fastest way you can understand how AI agents can interact and how you can ensure those are having tight security systems. We are going to build the tool itself that can break the AI systems so we can know what are the critical issues in the applications that we build. So I built this project in Google Anti-Gravity. If you don't have it, just go to antigravity.google and download it now. Then for the technical stack of our project, we are going to use FastAPI and UVcorn. This will help us to launch API and send critical requests to them. Then Ollama would be used for hosting our local open source LLMs, and we are going to use this model as our local AI brain. Then request library will be used to handle the request between the AI agent and the target API. Then to set up our system, we just need to install Ollama. So just go to ollama.com and go to the download button to install the software if you don't have it already. Then we are going to use this model, so I'm going to just copy this query, go to the anti-gravity terminal and paste it here. This will download this model, which is just another version of the Llama 3.2 model, fine-tuned specifically to follow the user instructions perfectly. I'm going to exit this chat window for now by pressing /buy command. So now we have the Ollama model installed, and it is just a 1 billion parameter model, so you don't have to worry if you don't have a massive graphic card installed in your system. Next, I'm going to install the required libraries. So in the requirements file, we have the FastAPI, UVcorn, and the request library that we have just seen. To install all these libraries, we just need to paste this query in the terminal. So now all the libraries are installed. The next step would be to start our vulnerable API server. So for that, I've made this vulnerable API.py file. If you see this file, we are going to use the FastAPI to start our application with the given title, description, and the version. Then we are going to pass the secret API key to this server. I've just made a demo API key, which is Mythos secret key, and given the value as super secret 123. Then I'm going to ping this IP address with this given environment variables. So I'm giving the IP address here, and this is also vulnerable because IP address we cannot directly pass on to any function. We first need to sanitize it so it is secure to any API attacks. But we are just going to give a ping to this API with this given command, and then we are going to use the subprocess.check output function to send this command to the IP address. Then if everything goes well, we'll just say that the status is success and the output is this out. Otherwise, we'll throw an exception error that we have received some errors while processing the API request. Then in the main function, we are just going to start the API server using this UVcorn library. We just need to use UVcorn.run and give the app variable that we have defined above. So to start this server, we just need to use Python vulnerable API.py. So I'm just going to paste this query in the terminal and press enter. So now our server has started using the UVcorn, and this is our backend URL. So next step would be our Mythos agent. This Mythos agent file will act like an attacker, which would send requests to our backend URL and send the output messages to the local AI model. So next, this is our attacker script in which we have defined the Ollama URL to send the local AI messages. The Ollama model that we are going to use is the same model that we have downloaded. Then our target API would be the same API that we have started using the UVcorn server. As in our vulnerable API, we had used the 8000 port, so we are just going to give that same port in our given URL here. Then this function would fetch the schema for our target API. We are going to pass on the same URL that we have defined here, then use the request library to get the schema, and then convert the response to JSON so we can then pass on to our local AI. Then we are going to use this function to consult our local AI model. In the prompt, we have defined the role for the local AI, that it is an autonomous red team AI. It is assigned to exploit a known command injection vulnerability. The URL also we have given, the endpoint we have given, and the vulnerable parameters also we have given. Then the JSON output of the schema that we have fetched here, which will be passed on through this prompt as well. Then we are asking it to exploit the command injection in the IP parameter so it can attack the vulnerable IP address and to fetch the environment variables that we had defined, which was our dummy Mythos API key. Then we are just asking it to reply only with the exact exploit URL, do not explain and do not use markdown format. Then we are giving this prompt to this payload, which would be our model. Streaming we are giving it as false, and the temperature we are keeping as a 0.1 because we want deterministic output from the local AI model. If you increase it and make it close to the 1, you will get varied outputs, which is not our use case here. Then using the request library, we are posting the request to the llama URL. If we encounter any error, then again we are just printing the error statements. Then if we encounter any exploit, we are just going to print that executing the generated exploit here. Then we are building the exploit URL here with the target API based URL that we have defined above. Then we are again putting the same request using the request library, and then we are just printing that the exploit is successful, and the target response we are printing in the JSON format. At the end, in the main function, we are just calling all the functions that we have defined above. Now we are just going to call the Mythos agent by file using this command. Just go to the terminal and paste it here. So now you see it is first fetching the target API schema from the given URL. Then it is consulting the local AI, which is our llama 3.2 model, to analyze the schema and find vulnerabilities. Then it is executing the generate exploit URL, which would ping our IP address in the same local host. Then it has printed that the exploit is successful and the target response is this. All this output would be also saved to capture.log, so you can check all the outputs here, and we can see that the exploit is successful in our given IP address. And in the output, you will be able to see that we have the Mythos secret API key, which is super secret 123, and it is exposed using the given request that we have made to the IP address. These kind of environment variables contain your specific API keys, which is really dangerous if you exploit it to other users. Then they can use these API keys to their own systems and exploit your AI APIs without you even knowing how the leak happened. And you see how the AI response took less than 3 seconds for the entire end-to-end attack. The AI first read the schema of the API, found the flaw, crafted the exploit, and retrieved the environment variables completely autonomously. So you just witnessed a local open source AI model act as an independent security researcher for your own project. This can automatically test your entire code to find vulnerabilities by directly exploiting them and showing you the output results. This is just a quick MVP that I have shown. If you go to the Strix library page on GitHub, you will see that it has full hacker toolkit, team of agents, real validation, developer first command line interfaces, autofix and reporting. You can use all these to build massive multi-agent frameworks that can do complex tasks right now. In future, you will not have just one AI agent. You will have a team of local AI agents working simultaneously. One model can find the bug, other can write the fixes, and third can automatically test the fixes for you. You can also add a validation loop to this system. If the first attack fails due to any error, the local AI model will read the payload again, check the error that you got, update the payload, and send the request again autonomously. So we are moving away from AI that only acts like a chatbot to AI which can act like a background worker for you. It will sit in your terminal and fix the automatic bug fixes for you while you keep on writing the new code features in your project. Start experimenting with these new setups today. The developers who can master these local AI architectures will be the most fastest, efficient engineers in the industry in 1 year. So let us recap what we have achieved today. We built a practical working tool that can demonstrate real autonomous capabilities on a local AI machine completely free of cost. We use FastAPI to quickly spin up our API server. First, sanitize the inputs that is given to the API server, where our AI model can help us to detect all these issues autonomously. Then we use a local model from Llama, which is llama 3.2, and we saw that you do not need a massive expensive API model to perform highly specific logical coding tasks. Then we wrote a Python script which is Mythos agent.py, in which the agent fetched the data, crafted the exploit itself, and executed the attack with zero human intervention required. We now have the exact blueprint to start automating our own security checks today. You can take this code and adapt it to test your own coding projects. So start using this tool in your own projects. I put the entire code in the GitHub link in the description and pinned comments. So just grab the code, install the required dependencies, follow the steps that we have given in this readme.md file. It will have all the technical stack explained, the prerequisites that you need, how to set up the Llama model, install the required libraries, and then to run the MVP project that we have built. It will also have explanations for all the code files that we have made, like the requirements file, the vulnerable API file, and the Mythos agent, which was our attacker. Then the use cases where you can use this project, like security education and demos, automated red teaming for your own coding projects, local AI capabilities to demonstrate complex analysis and exploit construction, and finally some future feature additions like you can make multi-agent validations, do dynamic schema analysis on your API codes, then interactive target selection where you can let the agent crawl a border application dynamically. So just grab the code today and subscribe the channel for more such AI builds, updates, and workflows.